We hear the word healing and we think of progress being made linear. Oh, I broke my arm, I put the cast on it, oh, now it's healed. Oh, I have a boo-boo and now I have a scab and now it's healed, it's just a scar. Healing emotionally, healing spiritually does not look like when your physical is just healing at its best capacity. Because even healing physically doesn't always look like that. Healing is not a linear journey. You're not going to go straight up. It's going to go up and down and round and loop de loop. And sometimes it's going to scare you. And it's not all flowers and daisies and stuff. Healing gets dirty. It gets scary. You're digging into these parts of you that you either were trying to keep locked up, or you're digging into these parts of you that you didn't want anybody else to see. And you're like, oh, if I'm supposed to be healing, why do I feel like this? Well, you can't go over it and you can't go under it. You have to go through it. And because you have to go through it, there is no way to just go up. You're going to go back down. You're going to be triggered. There are going to be things that pop up that bother you. Healing is not linear. It will never be linear. Whenever you are going through it, you get triggered and then you go back down. And then you're on your way back up and something else might pop up. You are constantly healing. There is no finish line to healing. This is a constant journey. The faster you understand that healing is not a linear journey, and that there is no end to healing, it is a constant, it's going to be a lot easier for you to partake in it without damning yourself to negative. And that's not to say that nothing you ever think about is going to be negative. That's not to say that when you're in your state of healing, everything is going to be flowers and roses because, oh, I'm doing my shadow work. Like, no, sometimes you're going to be pissed off. Sometimes you're going to get mad. You're going to get sad. You're going to want to cry. You're going to be like, what is this? Why am I doing this? You're doing it because this is what you're supposed to be doing. Divine timing is very real. There's some stuff in this life right now that I wouldn't have got had I not went through what I went through. I wouldn't be able to talk about healing at the level I'm able to talk about it at if it wasn't for the fact that I went through the shit that I went through as a child, as a teenager, as an adult. I would not have that wisdom. I wouldn't have that wisdom if I didn't push myself to keep going forward after all the stuff I've been through. And I've been there where you're like, I don't do this anymore. This is stupid. It would be better for me to be unalive. It would be better for me to not be here. I've been through it. I go through it. It's not something that one day you just find the key and stop all of it. It's a process. And it's not a linear process. The faster you understand that, the easier things become. When I lose myself and forget that I'm on a healing journey, remembering that I'm on a healing journey always brings me back to self. I get so upset, and I'm a Scorpio stellium. And if you know anything about astrology, Scorpios can be very, very, very moody. Actually, I have 4 placements in Scorpio. And I tend to hold on to my anger. I hold on to anger. I hold on to grudges. I hold on to things that hurt me in the past because I see that as a way to protect myself. When I get too caught up in that, because it's not something I want to do. When I get too caught up in that, I forget this is the stuff you're supposed to be healing from. We don't want to keep feeling this way every time you're in a situation or come into a situation. We have learned these mechanisms to cope or mechanisms to make better decisions. And if you're getting trapped in this way that you were thinking prior, you're not making any fucking progress. So when I remember that I'm healing, I do better. And actually, something that I just recently learned about healing, I've been listening to this book called Don't Believe Everything You Think by, hold on, let me look his name up. Mr. Wynn. Something Wynn. Is it Eric? I don't think it's Eric. Might be. Joseph. Mr. Joseph Wynn wrote this book called Don't Believe Everything You Think. And it's about how thinking is the cause of suffering. And when you connect that to healing, when you over intellectualize your healing journey, like when you look at it from a logical standpoint and all in your mind, shit actually starts to get a lot harder. Because now you're in your brain like, well, I shouldn't be feeling this way, and I know I shouldn't be feeling this way because I know that I'm on my healing journey. Don't do that. Cut that out. We ain't even gotta intellectualize it. You don't have to explain it to anybody. You don't even have to explain it to yourself. You already know. When you return to self from remembering, oh, it's okay, I'm healing. That's it. That's a thought. But where you fuck up at is when you start thinking. Your thought was, it's okay, I'm healing. And then thinking comes down and gives you all these points. Oh, but if I'm healing, I shouldn't feel like X, Y, and Z. If I'm healing, why do I still do this? If I'm healing, if da-da-da-da-da. No, cut that out. Shh, silence. Thinking is going to be the root of your healing, feeling like it's looping backwards all the time instead of making any progress forward. Because you're literally thinking yourself into suffering. Let's not do that. Let's stop thinking. I've been not thinking for a couple days now. It's been fantastic. Didn't think today at work. Didn't have a single thought. Brain empty. Had a great day. Students had a fantastic day. Didn't think yesterday. Had a blast with my mom. Found some cool shit for my kids in my school. Yeah, I love not thinking. Let's practice that. Brain empty, just vibes. And that's not to say that I think that you're just never going to have another thought again. Oh my God, you're going to be singing la 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 in your head all day. Because that's just not realistic. That's not what's going to happen. But what I'm saying is when you catch yourself in those thoughts, or when you catch yourself thinking so heavily about something, thinking yourself into suffering, pause. Wipe your slate clean. What are you thinking about this for? Why are you borrowing anxiety from the future that doesn't even exist yet? You're thinking so hard about, oh, what if this doesn't work? What if it does work? And when you're healing, you have to understand that your end goal isn't, oh, I'm gonna be done with my healing journey. It's what if I get over this hump? What can I accomplish next? Ooh, what if I can move past this and get over these triggers? What can I do next? Ooh, I can't wait till this. And then understanding that there is no rush to that. There's no time on your healing journey. It is not linear. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. And it's a lot easier if you're not thinking about it. Just do it. Be in the space of it. Be in the process of it. When you are overthinking, as someone who knows they are actively healing, you are becoming a detriment to yourself. Let's not be detrimental to ourselves. Let's not do that. Okay. I know that I was rambling, but I really appreciate you for sitting here and spending your time with me and letting me ramble to you. And I hope that you ramble below in the comments. Please let me know what you found to be the most insightful about this video, or if you have any other tips. If you want to go a little deeper and get some insight, don't hesitate to book a reading with me at divinitythegenie.com. Follow me on the socials because they are linked below. And the Southside Spiritualist will see you next time.